where we get to talk about things that we believe will help marriages and relationships to at least stay a bit more intact. All right. And today we are going to be talking about a very interesting topic, talking about, are you checking in or are you checking out? Stay tuned.
Wednesday morning.
So, yes, we have Dr. Chitsungo, who is a marriage and family therapist, and he can help us in different variations and different issues. And we're going to be having a conversation up until we get to 5 a.m.
I'm well, Baba. Hope you're also good.
It's
It's always good to connect.
not tender.
So far so good. It's not a good question to ask.
Tell me about it.
I think the first few days or the last few days of the month, they were the most stressing days. So
Indeed.
it's not easy to be an African.
No, but ndine ndakazvigarira zvangu ndichitofara ndine happiness yangu ndobva ndaona message yekuti salary yapinda.
I know that's your cliche, that's your line. I like it.
Amfara wangu wese unobva watiza. Mfara wangu unobva wapera, stress yangu yese ndopa inotangira kwese kunende right.
Aiwa.
But kungoona message iyoyo
ndosaka wapana vaya vakazoimba kuti gore ino zvichaita chete.
Aiwa, zvichaita chero zvakamboramba last year.
Yeah.
Sure, indeed. Today, let's talk about emotional withdrawal in marriages. There is a question here.
Mm-hmm.
And it is a question that we are posing to the one who is listening.
Mm-hmm.
Are you checking out or are you checking in?
Yeah, that's a serious one. So I think as we start, the closest narrative is if you're booked in a hotel.
Okay.
When your booking is finished, maybe on on a Wednesday, like today.
Yep.
So when you wake up, what's left is you pack your bags, you stop using everything, you go straight to the reception and you check out. So the question now is, what if some people are doing that in their marriages or in their relationships emotionally?
Okay.
Hello?
Yes. Continue.
It's like there are so many people who are still physically present, but they're internally they've checked out. And I think it's a topic that we really don't talk about much, but it's a reality. I don't know how you see it.
So you were using here like the example of being in a hotel room or being in a booking facility. Ndatsvaga pekurara, maybe ndapinda muguta nyowani ndaenda kubulawayo nditsvage maybe a B&B to sleep in or a hotel to sleep in. I check in. And you mentioned checking out. Now, because there is this word checking out, I might want to hear from you, Doc. Are we talking about the same thing as divorce when you're talking about checking out, or it's a different thing? It's a different dynamic?
It's not really about divorce, because checking out is when a couple or when a partner stops trying.
Okay.
They stop explaining. They stop fighting for understanding. They stop sharing their heart, and you are there, but you are not there.
Okay.
you are present but not connected. Urimo mumba mauri momo, but everyone is doing what they want to do. So many men, I'm not saying women don't do it, but a lot of men check out. And not because they don't care, but because they feel unheard, overwhelmed, or tired of conflict. So if you notice, I'm saying this out of respect. There are so many men, Baba, vanongonzi Baba vakabuda.
Yeah.
It was on a Saturday. Akabuda ungaenda kubhora. That 3 months.
I have a unique case. It sounds stranger than fiction, but it is actually a true story. My maternal grandfather, he was murdered many years ago. But gogo vangu vachinditaurira vanoti sekuru vakambodisappear for 3 years. And vakangobuda pamba kuti vanga vari kuenda kubasa makuseni. And that was it. Kuvatsvaga kuvaita sei couldn't be found. Vakatozofunga pamwe munhu ashaya munhu afa. Vatosiyana nazvo. 3 years later munhu walks back in. Haana beg haana chi mabudiro akaita ndo madzokero akaita.
Exactly. You are saying it is the way it is. So now in our today's life, vamwe vari kutoita check out nekuenda kunotsvaga basa kudiaspora.
So it's an excuse to go away, but you don't want to be close to the situation. You don't want to check out and remain uripo.
Yes.
You don't want also divorce. You don't want to say ndakuramba and kuramba uripo, but I'm not connected with you.
Yes.
We have a listener right now who is giving an example. And the kunge TV is not signal.
Exactly.
So are there any signs, Doc, that we can see? This person in the relationship or this person in the marriage has withdrawn. Are there any signs of withdrawal?
All right. Let's at least try to tackle 3, as we also acknowledge the listener might have their own signs, because akawanda, but maybe if we can tackle just 3. The first one being emotional silence.
Okay.
Emotional silence. You were bubbly. You used to talk a lot. You used to discuss a lot. But all of a sudden, your partner talks less. He shares less. The conversations are simply transactional, It's like your house being your day. Going to be fine. Kuri kudhara vana baba vedu vaibva vanzi vanongouya vobata newspaper ravo vakamirira chikafu.
Akagara parocking chair yake.
Yes, and imagine that the picture newspaper is no connection. Yes, hapana, haustombonzwisisa kuti chiri kuitika. And it's not always lack of love, but it's called lack of engagement.
Lack of engagement.
Yeah. When someone stops sharing their inner world, they stop packing. It's like they are slowly packing their emotional bags. Kuti ukaona mwoyo haachanyanyotauri ndare, hauchazivi kuti aswera sei chichi kumunetsa. It's like aripo, but emotionally pane mutundo yakatotakurwa yakangomirira kuti zvikangofamba ndinopfuura ndinobuda padeni panapa.
Yeah, ini nangu patime iyo ndanisati ndakuziva ngokuti inonzi emotional silence anditi, but I remember one time trying to engage in conversation tichida kuedza kusolve what was not really a big issue, and taedza kuisolva ichinetsa takazongotanga kungomhoresana ndonyaya dzega dzatati inadzo. So I remember one time saying yes wangu zviri sei, like for some reason answer yake nanhasi musoro mangu ichirimo. It's many years later, but answer yake ichirimo musoro mangu. Zanzi wangu ndiri boo. Just like that. Wangu ndiri boo. And I'm thinking, but it was just the first greeting. Or something. So now that you're speaking, I'm hearing, that was emotional silence. Yeah, that was emotional silence where you, like you rightfully say, Doc, they're talking less, they're sharing less, and my conversation are now transactional. Transactional to the point of I also know other people. I know this other one faces so very close to me. I'm not direct. I hope he gets help. I'm not direct phone yake. Kana shida uzoti ndi mukadzi wake afona. Ano direct phone yake achiti urikude. Ukangonzwa phone akapika phone akati urikude. Ozoti mukadzi wake ndi arifona. Vamwetsa ngono mukatofona madi mdara mwita sei chef mwita sei. Mukadzi wake akafona urikude. Transactional conversation.
That's true.
That was our sign number one. Yekuti, someone is checking out. It's a sign of withdrawal. What's the sign number two?
For me, the second one is what I call conflict avoidance.
All right.
This one I got a lot of unpopularity because when I say it, people don't get it. But now I'm sure with this, people get it. It's when in your relationship you no longer argue. At first you think things are peaceful, but that peace is not peace. It's just peace without engagement is not peace, but it's really detachment.
It's really detachment.
So for me, a healthy couple, Baba, it's people who can argue. It's people who can show each other good history. They say you have to you agree to disagree.
Of course.
But ukaona manje mu marriage menu musisina kana discussion munhu asisina strength yekutombo kuengage, and you call that peace, you call that tranquility. It's really not tranquility, it's just detachment. Munhu wako asisina strength, haachatoiti nharo newe, asisina care, So we call that in our field hotel checkout behavior. Someone is showing that tirimo zvedu musango wenje, but babaka takabuda kudhara katokutoshaya tobuda sei.
Uri mega tsana. Kana uri mega madam. And you say that's conflict avoidance.
Yeah. For me, let me repeat this. I know some people are not used to hearing this. Ukaona muchiwirirana stereke, pasina kana disagreement, pasina kana argument, pana ari kunyepera umwe.
That I can tell honestly in the Chishandisa my relationships, I feel how my marriages. But my best friends angu, and not my best friends angu, I don't question baba.
Yeah.
But my face angu ngoti my face. Akataura zvanisiri kuwirirana nazvo. Zvinonyepedzera kugutsira kuti yabo bo. But nditi hazvautaurangwa zvimake sense. But kuti ndiargue naye haasi mwangu zvekudaro zvekuti ndingabva ndada kuwaste time yangu ndichiita nharo naye. But kana ari wangu chaicheka ndomuti aihongu apa zvinodai mafriends angu andondiseka zvonzi ndoba correct, but they don't know that I don't do that with everyone. I only do it with them.
You see, and that's a sign that you guys have a healthy relationship. So one sign yatukutaura yekuti things are not people are checking out silently is that one yekuti you avoid my gray areas. Kana nyaya dzenyu continue. It's like there are people who actually try to kuzora makeup on issues, You are not really going deep. Zvimwe zvacho unotozviona chinhu chachina kutaurika ichi hachina kupera. But we are cruising. Hapana kunyanyotaura nezvazvo.
Yeah. Yeah, that was, you said you're going to give us 3 signs, although there are many, and you gave us 2. Yekutanga mimi a sign of withdrawal kana kuti munoti hotel check out behavior kuti munhu ada kubuda asisipo aripo but haapo. You said the first one was emotional silence, where they talk less, they share less, and conversations become transactional. And the one that we're just talking about now, sign number 2, conflict avoidance. That's what you called it, Doc. And mataura mukati pane pekuti ukasacherechedza zvakanaka unogona kutovarairwa uchifungwa kuti inyaya yekuti there's peace between us, but ukazonyatsotarisa unoona aiwa haisi nyaya peace, pane kunyeberana kuri kuya kuti munhu haasi kuwirirana nezvandiri kutaura uyu, but haasi kuda kuwesta emotions dzake achiagiwa neni because handichareve chinhu kwaari.
Exactly.
And so what is the third sign of withdrawal?
So I call it reduced investment. Reduced investment. For me, this is when they stop initiating, they stop planning, they stop pursuing. My birthdays just become ordinary.
Okay.
Conversations become surface level. Intimacy becomes mechanical or absent. This I can tell you in confidence. I know of a couple that went even 2 years without being intimate, but Mumba. It starts off this way, Mr. Dobby. Munhu anotanga achiti ngalimborara pasi, handichari naye pamubhedha, ndinorara pasi, indorara pasi iye pamubhedha. Ndakubuda ndakunorara pacouch. Ndakubva mucouch, pacouch pakurwadza, ndakunorara mubedroom yevana nevana. Then in that instance becomes 1 month, it becomes 2 months, it comes to even 2-3 years. So we are saying reduced investment is when someone stops investing, they emotionally are moving out before physically leaving.
Hey, it's a crazy one. There's no more initiation.
Apana,
plans we are not making it together anymore.
Exactly. Apasina emotionally, matoma roommates, you know. If you know there is another one here in it, yakambotenderera so pa social media, yekuti munhu akaona munhu wake mutown. Azosvika kumba kana asati asvika. Zvikanzi kouripi, zvikanzi kundibvunzirei. Ndaudza vana kureva kuti ivo pachavo hapasisina investment, hapasina kutomboda kunzwisisa kuti waswera sei, uri kupi nani. As long as ndikaudza vana, it's good as uchaudzwa nevana kuti ndiri kupi.
I see you. So, Doc, I have a couple of messages that I want to read, but I will read them after Tambo Taura about something, because we have some real deep stuff that our team is sharing with us. So we are going to talk about something important, and then Toba Tambo Veringama messages, and then you can attend to them. I want to understand this. Does it always mean, Kuti, when someone is withdrawn, like we've been talking about, when someone is in checkout mode, like you were saying, does it mean, Kuti, and does it mean, Kuti, they are cheating on me? Does it mean, Kuti, they want to go, they really want divorce? Because Kajinja, I think that's a mistake yatinogona kuita touraya ma marriages edu prematurely, because mumsoro mangu ndati kana atomboita check out kudai, it's obvious. Mumsoro mangu ndichiti it's obvious and chadiwe kana it's obvious ari kuchita ndosaka ini nasuri ku investor mandiri kana kuti it's obvious ado divorce nini ndosaka asina basa nini kudai. So is that always the case kana kuti sometimes we read it wrong?
Maybe to answer you there, I feel like check tongue. When people check out, it's because they feel ineffective. Ari kufila kuti zvoni whatever I'm doing hazvisi kunzwisisiwa kana hazvisi kugamuchirika.
Hazvina basa murelationship momo, hazvisi kugamuchirwa.
But hazvisi kureva kuti handichada, hazvisi kureva kuti ndauda divorce, hazvisi kureva kuti ndawana replacement. Aiwa, ndiri
kungokuda mwangu, but iwe hausi kundiratidza kundida back.
Yes, so I think I skipped it, but sometimes it acts as a protection measure. Yekuti handichadi, wakambonzwa here mundara vanhu vanoti foni yake handichabata marriage yedu isafe.
Yeah. I have witnessed that where zvinoita kunge pato nepeace, but peace yacho iri yekuti avoidance yekunzi no handichabata foni yake. But they're doing it because they love you. They don't want to hurt themselves more. They want everything to be okay.
So they feel disrespected. That's why they are checking out. They feel exhausted. Pamwe nyaya yachona yaane nguva uchingoudzwa baba ningi dai masiyana nekudai muchatiunzira chirwere panapa. Baba ningi dai matendeka mabhadhara rent ticha, so someone feels unheard, and the most important meaning you check out is they don't know how to repair this. But saka the best way anoita kunge tortoise ikangoona kuti pane danger inodzokera mushell,
withdraw into its shell.
Yes.
No, I see you. So before we wrap up, because our time is now getting ahead of us, here are some of the messages that we got. And I'll read this one first. Yakan Naibaba, kindly ask this for me. Is it really safe to stay with someone who emotionally checked out? Someone who are not ngatigarre duana.
No, right.
That's the first one. Do you want me to read all of them? Mozongo mabataka one. Can I go to you one by one?
We got to answer one by one because it's also good to respect people who have written. Because because of generalizer, people would feel not respected.
Not heard.
Yeah. So I think Yekutanga, for me, I might be wrong, but I feel like when we do therapy, there is always a raw material that we are looking for to work on.
Right.
So if you are still together and muchito nepekutangira kuti murikutogara mese but mama kangowirirana tikuitira vana, for me it's a good starting point. You can actually rebuild from there.
So about is it safe to stay with someone? Your answer is it's safe to stay with someone who is emotionally checked out because there's room for getting things back to order.
Yes, I've seen this, Baba. It's always difficult to remake or rebuild a marriage when another partner is not checked out only, but they've physically moved. But so right now you might be listening together, or you still have moments where you cook for each other. We can use those raw materials to at least
fix things. The next one is rather a comment, but maybe you might also just to respond to the comment at the end of Andaverenga Yekupedzisira. Hanzizo, I have worked with two people who treat their wives like strangers. Without asking, you will know kuti mukadzi wake. Umwacho mukatoenda kubasa hatode kuchaisa. He enjoys being at work more than his house. Even akachaisa, agare pamba. He's always on the street chero midnight.
Yeah, and thank you so much for that one. It's just showing us kuti you might be together, mukutogara mese, but sometimes it's good to ask your partner or to check these signs atati taura kuti haasati atoita check out here munhu. Ukaona munhu asatofarire kuuya kumba kureva kuti akuavoid zvotachitaurira sign number 3 here. They are now avoiding engagement. They are now avoiding kutombotaura. They feel better vasiri kumba, you know.
Hey, and the third one, I said there were 3 of them. The third one is quite a sad one. It's someone who is going through what we are talking about right now. They saying, I just checked out Kubamuna January, and I'm getting used to it, and I feel peaceful. My husband is a serial cheater, and I've had enough. I don't ask anymore. We just greet. There's no more conversation.
Yes. Yeah. So I'm glad we have people who actually relate with what we are saying. And we are saying help is there for you. Help is there for your marriage. And the empowering part to what we are saying is wherever you find yourself in as a couple, there is always a place here kudzoka kuti tite check in, because the opposite of checking out is checking in. So how do you do that? You start off by kuto acknowledge sezvavari kutoita kuti no, I think ndanda kutoavoid, ndanda kutobva. But with help you can also recover and start checking in.
Yeah. And as we wrap up the program, Doc, were you listening Pataita Family Matters?
No. My internet is down here.
Too bad. All right, we had an issue of a gentleman. I come meet his just before Anyora Form 6 yake many years ago, and so he was forced by situation kuti atore mukadzi, you know. So achingonopedza Form 6 kunyora anga atone mukadzi atone nhumbu. But amai vake mchindo vakabva vamuti shamwari iwe wane mhuri chienda unoshandira mhuri yako kuSouth Africa. Ndobva arelocatwa namai vake. Sadly baba vake was not there. Ndobva aendeswa kuSouth Africa kuti anoshandira mukadzi wake. Then 3 months down the line amai vake comes to South Africa and says to him, shamwari mukadzi wako back kumba uko akachita nemuloja wepamba. Mchinda reaches out to the wife and confronts the wife about the issue. Wife says, I don't know what your mother is talking about. She says that because she doesn't like me. Kukuendesa kwa wakati South Africa was not kuti utishandire semuri, was kuti ndibvisa pauri kuti tiseparate.
Okay.
So many years down the line, Amai passes on. Mfes comes back to Zimbabwe. But pakanite come back to Zimbabwe, anga asorambana nemudzimai uya. Vanga vasiyana nekuda kweissue iyoyo yaanga asina kuwana evidence on. He is the one who says kuti ndandisina imwe evidence kunze kwezvakataurwa naamai. So he comes back to Zimbabwe, attends the funeral yaamai, and the mhuri hama ndokubva dzati ona shamwari mushaidongo uyu hauna munhu aripo anomira saamai, mandi madzokerana nemudzimai wako. And because he didn't have any real issues with his wife, they get back together. After getting back together with the wife now sounds like she's being disrespectful and arkutonga Mfeswe, according to Mfeswe. Mfes moves to the United Kingdom where they are residing now, I'd like to believe. And he says she's even quoting Maloz Ekunika Kwavari Koko in the UK, saying Ndinema rights angu semkads. And she's also saying Hans Arkundiseka Kutindakapusa was Arkutu Wakambo after Tamborambana Paipa. So is it something that you can comment on? And Tiripanye Imachete Iyoyo, I'd like to know, we have a number of listeners Vakatu one day who are based outside Zimbabwe. Some are in South Africa, some in the UK, some are maybe in the Americas and Australia, there in the Middle East, different parts of the world, but they listen to this program. And maybe the main question after Martin, then you can emphasize quickly. The main question would be, Pamuno offer my counseling sessions in your dog. Do you also offer help to people overseas?
Mm. Wow. Uh, I just slid into therapy mode, Ma'am Chitaura, because I really understand and relate with this story.
Yeah.
I might be tempted kubata nyaya dzakawanda because of our focus on family systems, but I think it's an express example of unresolved issues. You know how these ones compound. It's like here have not compound interest yekuti ukanditadzira nhasi tikatadza kuzvigadzirisa,
Yes.
isusu tinogona kuzviisa under the carpet totofunga kuti zvapera,
Zvapera.
but zvine a way yekuzodzoka, ende manje madzokera zvinoita kakawanda kacho zvinenge zvakura manje. Uyu mukuru uyu anogona akaita decision yaakaita achiri kusouth, 5 years 10 years later mukadzi akuchidzoka manje akuti, but iwewo, you know there are people 10 years later anoudzwa kuti hauna kumbonditi sorry.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
So tikazvitarisa in our context yekuno kuzimbabwe or pamwe memusiri empowered, memusina malaws anenge achikukavhai sevanhukadzi kana kuti sewanano, but mukazowana exposure yekunana Europe zvinobva zvaita kunge mudzimai ane power manje. Saka maskeletons aya manje they become anenge ane mabhonzo baba akasimba, and someone will be, and izvi zviri kutaurwa nemudzimai inini I will not judge her because she is just bleeding, she is just expressing her hate. Akarwadziswa, so akutsvaga manje outlet yekuti, you know what, because I teach clients kuti sometimes Mr. Dobby, don't listen to the words what your partner is saying, but teereresai kuti zviri kubva kupi, what's the source of these words. The source of these words, if I'm not wrong, is just pain. This woman went through shame, akarwadziswa, now I want no outlet. So if there is room for or any hope, it's acknowledgement yemapast sins, kutowirirana kuti hapaipa ndakabhaisa mumwe wangu kudhara madzibaba edu aibva aripa, aibva atokumbira regerero, healing yotanga. And then maybe to answer the last part is we actually have clients in Germany right now who we are doing sessions with. We have clients in Australia and 2 or more that are in New Zealand and in the UK. So the answer is we also offer virtual sessions where people check in, and because of time zones, we can schedule which times are you free, and then we do sessions.
Great. So this is great. So Kanaongo Katira, and you were wondering, Kuti, Saka, can I get help when I'm not in Zimbabwe, when I can't be there physically? Yes. The answer is very much a yes. And right now, Manje as we wrap up, Doc is going to share his details on how to get in touch with him so that you may get to know more about Roots of Love Family Therapy. Now, we have someone who is also attesting they are outside Zimbabwe. They are in the diaspora. And I believe they are one of your clients. Very much recommended and affordable. I have personally used him during my down times. Distance is no barrier. Doc, as we wrap up, may you please share with us on how to get in touch with you?
All right. So you can get in touch with Roots of Love or with Dr. Bruce Chitsungo on 0786 585 382. That's 0786 585